We're here today to urge that S-1000, the Industrial Savings and Competitiveness Act, be brought to the floor for consideration. S-1000 is a bipartisan bill, and it truly is a bipartisan bill. What this bill will do is create a national energy efficiency strategy for the United States. It will mean jobs for our workers, and it will make our businesses more competitive. The bill addresses three major areas of U.S. energy use: residential and commercial buildings, which consume about 40% of our energy; the industrial sector, which consumes more energy than any other sector of the U.S. economy; and the federal government, which is the nation's single largest user of energy. By 2020, this legislation, if it's enacted as it's written, would create almost 80,000 jobs and save consumers $4 billion a year. By 2030, the savings to consumers would go up to $60 billion.
As some of you know, I believe we ought to produce more energy in this country, and I think this legislation is entirely consistent with the philosophy that we ought to produce more and use less. And I think this is part of, as Senator Shaheen said, a national strategy. In this case, this is a national energy efficiency strategy. I also think we need a national energy strategy generally, including to produce more of our own resources. But certainly this is one where we should be able to find agreement. This is an opportunity for us to encourage industrial competitiveness that was talked about. We've got some great industry leaders here to talk about that. And at a time when America is competing globally, we need to be sure that we're doing everything we can to encourage that competitiveness. It's an opportunity for us to have better energy security for coming decades, including getting us less dependent on foreign sources of energy. This is a fantastic way to do it, as I said, producing more and using less. And then finally, it's going to stimulate our economy. It's incredibly important that from an Ohio perspective, we help our manufacturing companies. We're the fourth largest manufacturing state in the country, and our economy is going to benefit a lot from this legislation, as we've seen from the good support we're getting from companies all around Ohio. So again, this is something that just makes sense. It's time to move forward on it. I think this is an opportunity for us, frankly, to show the American people we can come together, find common ground, and get things done that actually move the process forward and help create jobs and energy security for America.
Our industry is especially supportive of this because we're at the forefront of developing the innovations and the technologies that enhance and enable consumers as well as other manufacturers to use energy more efficiently. We recently did a study where we looked at all the products that our industry contributes in this space: the insulations, the composites, and the plastics that go into the lightweighting of automobiles and other vehicles that contribute to greater fuel efficiency. And when we added up all the energy that was saved by the utilization of these products, it was enough energy saved to power about 55 million homes in the United States. So this legislation is going to encourage a greater adoption of a lot of energy-efficient technologies and innovations that are going to allow homeowners to save on their budgets. It's going to allow businesses such as mine and other manufacturers and commercial operators to save on their bottom line. And most importantly, when the federal government and state governments utilize some of these new technologies, it's also going to contribute to savings for the taxpayers. And this is all good news for all of us. And at the same time, we know we will be empowering people to lead more sustainable lifestyles, which is also a goal that we all share.